Hello peeps, so this is a new video, might be a little odd to outsiders. The fastest finger in the West.
Big, small, ugly, cute, dangerous, friendly, the SCP Foundation really has it all when it comes to creations, but which one should we be afraid of? And when I say afraid of, I don't mean they look gross or they will give you an uneasy feeling. I mean the kind that could destroy the whole world or even maybe reality as we know it. Thank God these are all just a writing project and they're not something we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Could you imagine going to work at the SCP Foundation and you have to share a cubicle with some mind-melting monster? Well, Top 10 family, I am back again. I'm your host, Chaderain, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. You at home clicked on this video, and we are going to get into it. Today, we are counting down the top 10 scary SCPs that can end existence. Perfect timing to give us something else to worry about, something else that could kill us, now that we even have the murder hornets to go along with it. Mwah! It's beautiful. As always, guys, I would love it if you at home could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, if any of you at home want some more Most Amazing Top 10 content, check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts, which you guys love so much. Remember, if you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have SCP-058. Let's start off this list with one of the creepy SCPs that I have ever seen. This is a massive cow heart with legs and a bunch of tentacles flowing out of it. This thing looks like it was pulled right out of one of the Resident Evil games. And frankly, one of the scariest things in Resident Evil is Nemesis, and I think this thing would rip it apart. This SCP can move extremely fast. It will use its tentacles to propel itself and fling its body all around the world. In just 2 seconds, it can go from standing still to moving at speeds of 90 kilometers an hour. Imagine this thing flying at you at high speed, zooming towards your face. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the tentacles are barbed, so this dude is even more deadly than you already thought. Now, why is it on the list of SCPs that can end existence? It is just one thing, and outside of physical damage, doesn't really have a lot of powers. Well, it's because this creature is extremely destructive. As soon as it gets on the loose, it will start to destroy everything in its path, human or otherwise. It is extremely resistant to any sort of damage that will happen to its body, and it can regenerate. When it was first discovered, it had ravaged a town and destroyed 70% of the structures there. So if this guy ever got on the loose, it wouldn't end well for anybody. It could literally just keep destroying until it killed everything on the planet. At number 9, we have SCP-2845, the deer. This is a deer with a human face, and right there, that's enough to give you the heebie-jeebies. That's something that you think you would only see in your nightmares and would stay in your brain until you went to the grave. But this SCP is extremely powerful and is of unknown origin. It definitely came from space. That much we know. This SCP was on a faulty spaceship and ended up crashing on planet Earth. Obviously, it stuck out like a sore thumb because everyone hunting was like, hey, why does that deer have human lips? But what makes this SCP so powerful is its ability to warp time and space around it to an unknown degree. Now, this could be just something that it can do on our planet, like a Superman situation. It could also be that this creature is powerful throughout dimensions. Now, the only reason I bring up the source of its power is because the SCP Foundation was able to capture it. Now, maybe they captured the deer itself, or maybe they just captured a copy of the deer that the deer created and now is still on the loose, because this thing can warp reality, so who knows where it actually is. At number 8, we have SCP-1548. Imagine if an SCP was an entire sun, like the one that we have, but just even bigger. Now, imagine that it had the ability to think, and for whatever reason, it hated us. Well, that's pretty spooky, but it's a sun, it's just floating around in space. It's just like we are, so there's nothing that it can do about it. That evil sun monster out in space is just gonna have to deal with its emotions. Not like the angry sun from the NES Marios. I hate that guy so much. Well, I have bad news for you guys, because this SCP is all that, plus it has the ability to move through space faster than you could possibly imagine. It's headed
BTW, sorry if this video is a little shorter
for us to consume us. Now, how do we know this? Because it talks to us through radio waves. It tells us that it wants us all dead and will continue to devour all the life in the universe. What a cool guy. At number 7, we have SCP-399. There is a very